Everyone. Today we'll continue reading the couple of highlights of Karma book by Sadhguru. It's just a wonderful book. I hope you will grab this book and try to read and try to apply a couple of principles. So some of these things which I'm going to read hopefully help you to do better in what you do. And thanks for watching and thank you for your time. A moment to moment inner knowing, a place of a direct experience. This is all about ways to ride our life joyfully toward the destination of your choice, secure in the knowledge that you are in control of your own journey. Karma is about becoming the source of one's own creation and shifting responsibility from heaven to oneself. One becomes the very maker of own destiny. Here he refers that we all look in the sky for a God instead of looking within ourselves. As long as you believe in yourself that I am responsible for my own life, life will try to manifest for yourself. Karma is action on a three levels. One is body, mind, and energy. A cluster of tendencies hardens over time into what you call your personality or what you claim to be your nature. Let me repeat that again. A cluster of tendency hardens over time into what you call your personality or what you claim to be your true nature. Unexamined reactions and tendencies, chronic unhappiness became their defining characteristics. Karma is like an old software that you have written for yourself unconsciously. Depending on a type of physical, mental, and energetic actions you perform, you write your software. Based on the information from the past, certain memory patterns keep reoccurring in your life. You probably don't know why certain situations keep recurring in your life. That's purely because of your unconscious software you had written for yourself. If you think of mountains, for instance, your chemistry will react in one way. If you think of a tiger, it reacts in another way. So for every minute mental fluctuations, there is a certain type of a chemical reactions you have in your as a sensation. You may not even be aware of it unless the sensation becomes acute. A living respiratory of a karmic memory on levels you're not aware of. The mind is a process that picks up a momentum without any assistance from you. For humans, when the stomach is empty, there is only one problem. But when the stomach is full, there are 100 problems. But even the way you sit or stand and talk is determined by past patterns. Remember this, I'm just reading a couple of things which I highlighted, which I thought probably will help me whenever I review it. So it's not an entire book I'm reading. I'm just picking up the couple of things which strike me when I was reading the book. So you may have learned to ride the bicycle, but you're not aware of it when you're continuously riding on a daily basis. So does your life, so does your circumstances appear on a conscious plane, whatever we thought consciously, or the software, was he says. You could meet with an accident and die, but your karma is not destroyed. You could break your head and blow all your brains, but your karma continues to. Sorry, I'm just having coffee too. The accumulation of karma essentially happens on the levels of the first three bodies physical, mental, and energetic, as we discussed. The backup system are so efficient that even if you lose your body and your mind, you still don't lose your karma. The moment you start stepping into a subtler dimensions of a etheric and a bliss bodies, your karma can't touch you. The moment you begin to taste the divine, as it were, your karma has no hold over you. So, spirituality, getting oneself, inner self is very crucial. Right now, the same electricity that powers your light bulbs become light. The same electricity that powers your air conditioner makes the air cool. The same electricity that powers a microphone becomes an amplified sound. This is not because of the electricity is intelligent. It is simply the mechanism of an appliance. I hope you got that very well. Depending upon the type of smell you emit, you attract certain kind of life situations for yourself. So, what moves toward you, or also what moves away from you, are determined by the smell that emanates from you. If you keep thinking about the movies, or perhaps a particular movie star, for instance, you are very likely to see the particular person in a crowd who shares the same passion. You might miss the others, those who love books or meditation or something else. You see thousand faces before you. Your vasana is likely to draw towards someone who's similarly inclined like your patterns. With a little awareness of every human being can become a transformed habit into choice, compulsion into consciousness. Aware that every action has a consequence, they choose to choose to live consciously. Stay away from a length of time from that which you like long for love consider to be most precious. So this is some kind of a sadhana he gives in the entire each chapter at the end. Um, so what he says is that for whatever you want to do, wait for a couple of moments. You're hungry, uh, prepare everything, but wait for a moment before you accept it. Um, Same thing, waiting for an arrival of a loved one, waiting for a few moments, wait for a moment longer, depending on how deeply entangled you think you are. Wait consciously for a few moments before you engage in that activity. So the idea is that wait consciously for a few moments before you engage in that activity or interaction, which can which can bring you the presence, if I may add. Conscious is not a matter of behavior, it is a nature of existence. So that's part one. Let's go to the chapter two, which is called mm, Sutras, the basics of karma. Ultimately, life is neither suffering nor a bliss, it is what you make it. Ultimately, life is neither a suffering nor a bliss, it's ultimately what you make it. Karma is much more fundamentally about a violation. The moment you become loving, you are naturally at your best in relations to others. Your intention makes all the difference. Your intention makes all the difference. Impact on you is determined by the nature of your violation. It is the level of bitterness and the hatred that causes the karma, not the act alone. Impact on you is determined by the nature of your violation. It's the level of bitterness and the hatred that causes karma, not the act alone. Intention motivated by the personal agenda always occurs much more karma. Intentions motivated by personal agendas. Intentions motivated by a personal agendas always occurs much more karma. What does working out karma mean? It means that the play of your life is happening according to your tendencies, not according to some system of a right or wrong. Your life simply organizes itself in order to fulfill your inclinations. Karma is not a punishment or a reward. It is just the process by which lives try to fulfill itself. Let me repeat that again. What does working out karma mean? It means that the play of your life is happening according to your own tendencies, not according to some system of a right or wrong. Your life simply organizes itself in order to fulfill your inclinations. Karma is not a punishment or a reward, it is just the process by which life tries to fulfill itself. A level of violation that many people are unaware of its action on the energy level. A negative thought, as we know, can breed karma. A negative thought combined with a negative emotion means a deeper karma. When a negative thought, negative emotion, and negative external action combine, there is even a deeper karma. When a negative thought and negative emotion combine with a recurrent mental action, their karma is deeper still. Killing someone in your head in a thousand different ways, as we saw, accumulates a greater deal of karma. So that sums up almost 30 pages of highlights, which, I mean, 30th page of the book of some of the highlights, I mean to say. Um, so we'll continue this, and I hope that helps for you to do better in what you do. And thanks for watching. And then if you do have time, do grab this book and try to read and see if you can grab a couple of points, and then it definitely can uh, make you think better, act cautiously, and observe what it's all about, and then how certain patterns, certain things that why does it keep repeating in the same way? That means probably fundamentally there's something that we need to change internally, and that's how this book is all about. Thanks for watching, and then see you tomorrow.